This is the Oak Creek Vortex in Sedona, Arizona. It can make your life a world of beautiful dreams where every wish, every desire, every hope can be in the palm of your hand. This energetic vortex swirls the universal energy that grants sudden financial abundance, a glorious, healthy, trim body, and delicious, harmonious relationships full of love and light, especially with your current or future romantic partner. However, ignoring the properties of this little space in Sedona, Arizona can have catastrophic consequences. If you visit this vortex and indulge in the dark, fearful, wretched emotions, you will get sick. You will lose your friends. You could even die. The energetic properties of this vortex are so magical, yet so scientific at the same time. Now, the good news is that the energy of this vortex is so lovely and uplifting that simply knowing its secrets will align you with the good, with the abundant, and bathe your being in healing spiritual light. Now, you might be wondering, how does this work? And what if I don't live anywhere near Sedona, Arizona? I wondered the same thing, and I'm happy to tell you this magical place can heal your life without you ever having to visit it. First, let me explain how this Oak Creek Vortex works and why people travel from all over the world to bathe in its blissful, energetic power. This little area of Sedona, Arizona gets visited by thousands and thousands of people every year. Spiritual seekers, Buddhists, Hindus, New Age practitioners, shamanic healers, and most importantly, manifestors. Now, the last group, manifestors, these are people like you and me who simply want to create wonderful financial abundance in our lives, as well as create radiant health and amazing relationships, even amazing sex. This is an aspect of the vortex that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Some people feel like using this vortex to manifest things is wrong, like praying for a new car at church. They think this vortex is just for things like enlightenment, helping others, healing, peace, love, connecting to God. Imagine how someone gets looked at by monks and shamanic priests if they go to this vortex and say, "I'm here to manifest a new car." Some weird looks, even though so many people desire to make happy improvements in their lives. So because of that, the manifestation powers of this vortex have been long kept under wraps. It's not some big conspiracy. It's more that spiritual leaders tend to not tell their followers about this aspect. And people like you and me, who would love to better our lives with this magical vortex, end up either not hearing about it at all, or worse, we hear about something like this and become embarrassed, or even ashamed to admit to ourselves that we want to use this sacred place on earth to make more money or have more fun. Well, today is the day that this changes. I don't want the true secret of manifestation to be held back anymore. This is the day that you and I declare that we will have the exact life we want without feeling unspiritual for wanting it. In fact, we will feel even more spiritual. You'll see why in just a moment. Today is the day where I show you how to gain all the mystical properties of the Oak Creek Vortex without being near it, without ever visiting it. Though if you can visit, I highly suggest you do. Let me explain how this vortex works and why it is held as a magical spot for people of so many different spiritual faiths and traditions. Scientists have long declared that everything is made of energy. Even without going into quantum physics, which is very real, we still know that when you break everything in the world down, trees, cars, animals, and yes, human beings, we are all made of energy, but shaped differently. As a Zen Buddhist would say, we are the essence of the universe turned into form. Or as Sage would say, who you'll meet in a moment, we are all beings of God's light. So, what is this vortex? And how can it help you in manifesting both the simple and incredible joys in life? How can this vortex give you both inner peace and a wonderful relationship? How can it help you drop 20 pounds and make $15,000 more this month? First of all, a vortex is a funnel-shaped spiral that happens when any fluid substance or energy is brought into a whirling motion. We see this before our eyes in a cataclysmic tornado, or simply when letting the water out of the bathtub. But just as most energy is invisible, most energy vortexes are invisible, and they're everywhere. Have you ever met someone with incredible charisma? Someone who just booms love and light and makes you want to be around them? It's not just what they are saying or doing to make you feel that way. They have created a mini energetic vortex inside themselves. That's why when someone like that walks into the room, you feel it. And there are other people who just seem to attract good luck. Everywhere they go, good things happen to them. They find the perfect parking spot, even if they leave their house late. Their future soulmate just happens to wander up to them right when they're at the bus stop. They never need to use a dating app, and money opportunities just flow their way. This is someone with a luck vortex, and it's what I really want to focus on here, because when you have this taken care of, you literally become a magnet for everything good. So these little vortexes are everywhere, not just in people, but also in specific geographical locations. These vortexes are gigantic swirls of subtle energy that have been pinned down to certain locations. It even leaves magnetic residue that scientists can see. And when you visit one, you can just feel it. It actually becomes addictive. And that's why you might not want to visit one, even if it's an amazing experience. More on the vortex addiction in a minute. For me, this vortex is why I'm no longer broke and past due on bills, no longer painfully lonely, no longer facing stress-based illness, and now living a life beyond what I ever thought was possible, with a loving soulmate. More cash than I ever thought I'd have at this age, and in my slimmest, sexiest shape ever. I can understand why you might be skeptical, and the good news is this will work whether you believe in it or not. After all, we all know people who are amazingly lucky, magnetic, and happy, who believe in none of the spiritual things we do. There are people who are accidentally doing what I am teaching you here, but I had to learn the hard way, so you don't have to. My story begins at age 40. This was the age where I assumed by now I would be in the embrace of a loving husband, hear the pitter-patter of little ones running up and down the stairs, have a nice house in the suburbs with a beautiful lawn, and playing frisbee with a sweet golden retriever, and enough money in the bank to regularly take nice vacations in the Alps, and enjoy nice dinners out and all the nice mid-sized luxuries in life. I didn't even care about being a millionaire. But at age 40, my reality was very different than what I had expected. No loving husband. Oh, I had a husband, but he was not the kind gentleman I had hoped for. Just a mean-spirited narcissist I had tragically shared wedding vows with before I knew what I was getting into. No elegant, beautiful house. Just a crowded, dingy one-bedroom apartment where I couldn't get enough space to think. Stuck with a man who I didn't want to be with, and who probably didn't want to be with me either. No children, and no pregnancy in sight. This was especially scary as I felt my fertility steadily disappearing before my eyes with every month that passed, and a crushing mountain of debt that kept building up for both of us. At the time, I tried to tell myself, I just need to appreciate what I have. I just need to work harder. The nasty man sleeping next to me would be a king in shining armor if I just loved him enough, right? I could half fool myself as I tossed and turned in bed each night. But it wasn't until the little I had was ripped away from me that I realized how terrible my situation had become. My husband, no longer content to emotionally abuse me, began having affairs and not even hiding them. It started with the typical excuses of late work nights that didn't add up. But at some point, he just stopped even caring if I knew. Then he filed for divorce against me. Yes, I didn't even have the courage to do it myself. I kept hoping to work things out, that I could love him into treating me right. I found myself kicked out of our apartment, having to scramble funds together for a new place to live. It wasn't like divorce court could give me anything from his broken bank account, and I found myself getting sicker and sicker as the stress built up. I was already unhealthy before the divorce, but now with even less financial security, it was too much to bear. I took an extra job as a caterer to help make ends meet, and this was something I loathed. Watching all these happy, lucky, rich people dance and drink as I served them. My heated resentment would pile up at every event while I had to bury my feelings to not look rude to them. They had to all be lucky. Why did they deserve any of this? My bitter jealousy kept rising to the point where I was ready to quit, even though deep down I knew I had no right to resent any of them. I wanted to be one of them. At this point, at an event I was working at, I was even questioning if I wanted to live anymore, when I heard from behind me, "Oh my God, Bree, is that you?" I turned around and saw one of my best friends from high school, Sadie. "Hi, Sadie," I said. For a moment, I felt humiliated. In the 20 years since I had seen her, I had expected to be an entirely different person, but I was at my lowest point. She said, "Oh, my name is Sage now, no longer Sadie." I groaned. Just what I needed, another New Ager giving me happy quotes. But I was still relieved to see a familiar face since I had felt so alone lately. And she was clearly not looking down on me at all. She was looking at me with this bubble of light, caringness, and with more respect than I had given myself in years. So I loosened up and started to catch up with her. We ducked behind a corner as I started to share all the turmoil I'd been going through. My eyes started bawling as my mascara ran down my face. She took me to her hotel room so we could talk things out in privacy without me worrying about getting fired. After listening to me with the kindest eyes I had seen in ages, she said, "I want you to come with me to Sedona, Arizona." I said, "I can't afford a vacation now." She said, "This isn't a vacation. This is a healing. And honestly, it's exactly what you need right now." I cried more as I said, "I can't exactly afford a healing either." She said, "My treat." And as if she could feel me resist her offer, she added, "My friend backed out at the last minute, and she already paid for her ticket. Just come with me." We flew out the next day, and I already started to feel a little more hopeful. I had no idea what I had agreed to, but it felt right. This all started to feel synchronistic, as if fate had led me to connect with Sadie, now Sage, again. Once we got settled in, she took me to a secluded spot along the shores of Oak Creek. This was the Energy Vortex spot, a place where the subtle energies of life form an immersive whirlpool. Sage said to me, "We are so lucky it's not crowded. On some days, you can see shamans, monks, and tons of tourists all over just for the vortex." Now was when I started second-guessing myself and felt my internal resistance ramping up. What the hell am I doing here? I don't even know this woman. Why did I come? Even if the trip is free, I could be working. This will set me more in the hole. My emotions started boiling up as I started muttering, "I never should have come," aloud. That's when Sage smiled kindly and said, "You're almost there. Just sit down at that spot, actually." She picked a rock right near the creek. I don't know why she picked that one, but that exact rock spoke to me as well. I begrudgingly sat down, when out of nowhere, a deep peace came inside me. I relaxed, breathed out, and it's as if the whole world went silent. I just sat there, breathing in and out. It was like a warm blanket of loving, divine energy surrounded me. The greatest feeling of peace and security I'd ever experienced. All my fears, worry, and anger completely vanished. That's when the tears came. Tears of pure relief, joy. Everything that was bottled up came out. Finally, I felt done. I got up, smiled through my tears at Sage, and said, "That was totally worth it." She smiled again and said, "Oh, we're just getting started." "We are?" I thought this amazing inner peace was the whole point. As if she heard my thoughts, she said, "If this vortex can make you feel this good, imagine what it can help you create." Out of her purse, she took a little notebook and said, "Now, write down everything you want." I immediately started scribbling away. Everything I wanted financially, not just money in the bank, but the freedom to travel the world and live on my own terms. I wanted to drop 15 pounds. I couldn't imagine losing all my extra weight yet. I wanted a husband, this time an amazing one, and I wasn't going to settle. Pages and pages went by as I went into all the specifics and details. I had done this writing exercise a million times before. Plenty of law of attraction books tell you to write down what you want. But this time, it felt different. As I continued to feel the love energy swirl around me and inside me, I knew I enjoyed writing this list of desires from a place of peace, from a place of pure security, happiness, love. And it felt like a delightful way to play. I didn't want a husband out of loneliness anymore. I didn't want money out of fear anymore. It's like all my needs were taken care of within this vortex. And I could just express what kind of lifestyle I want my soul to experience while I'm here on Earth. When we got up to leave, I said, "Well, that was fun." Sage said, "Wow, You don't even care if you get any of what you wrote down, do you? And you know what? I didn't. I was perfectly complete. We didn't even get to the parking lot before I saw a text message on my phone. Bree, call us immediately. It was my work. Was I getting fired for taking a week off? I decided I was okay with whatever happened and gave them a call. I called the office and asked, "Hey, can I speak to my manager?" The lady on the other end said, "Well, no, you can't. Your manager quit, so you're promoted if you like. Your new pay would be..." And my jaw dropped with how high the increase was. I didn't even have to negotiate. I thanked them and turned to Sage, who had heard the whole thing. "How did this happen?" I asked. She smiled and said, "You were ready for it. You were in the flow. You had tapped into the hidden power of the universe." As we flew home, I was swept away with all the good feelings that were still moving me. I met a cute guy on the plane, and he asked me out for the following weekend. How was all of this happening at once? Sage explained to me that when I had focused on my desires while at the Oak Creek Vortex, I had tapped into the cosmic pulse. This is the hidden power of the universe, what attracts and connects everyone and everything. By feeling as I did and focusing on what I want, everything was coming into place. Over the next couple weeks, I lost 3 pounds without even changing my diet or exercise plan. I couldn't believe how fast things were changing. Had I permanently hit the reset button on my life? No, I had not. Things suddenly got worse. Within 7 days from my peak, with all these great things happening, my new cute guy told me he never wanted to see me again. My 3-pound loss turned into a 5-pound gain. 5 pounds heavier than when I started. And I started getting warnings at work that I better shape up or find another job. I was so upset. How could this be happening? There was only one solution I could think of. I had to go back. I had to return to the Vortex and do the same thing every single month if I had to. It was the only way. I emailed Sage and told her my plan. I said she's welcome to come with me, but thanks to my new money, I didn't need a free ride anymore. She called me immediately and said, "Bree, wait. I think you're missing the point." I wouldn't listen. The Vortex had saved me once, and it would do it again. I quickly hung up and got to packing. I raced to the airport, having bought my ticket just half an hour before. I rushed through security, got all the way to the gate, and in huge neon glowing letters, I saw, "Flight canceled." How could this be? Was the universe now conspiring against me? I sat in the terminal chair, just crying. I could get another flight, I knew, but I just felt so defeated. It just wasn't meant to be. I texted Sage what happened, and she said, "Honey, I'll be right there." I said, "No, you don't have to." But she said, "Hey, you need a ride home anyway. I'll be right there." I met her at the front and sat down with her in the empty airport. I was in a ball of tears. The universe has turned against me. Sage said, "No, it hasn't. You just got a reminder." I asked, "What reminder?" She said, "That all the power lies in you." "But the Vortex," I started. Sage said, "The Vortex gave you a taste of what you could do on your own. It was like training wheels, so you would know what it feels like to embody pure love and light, to manifest from a place of peace and abundance rather than fear and loneliness." She continued, "I've seen friends get addicted to going to the Vortex again and again, never getting the point. But you, Bree, are special. The universe decided to stop you from getting into the cycle so you can do all of this manifesting on your own, anytime you want." "How?" I demanded, throwing my hands up. "Here," she said, and handed me a book called Particle Dynamics. A science book? You already know how this works spiritually. Now you just need the science aspect to be convinced. Begrudgingly, I took the book home and opened to page 1. I stayed up all night pouring through it. It was everything I had experienced with the Vortex, but in scientific form. Instead of spirit, love, and light, it was quantum energy, waves, particles, possibilities, the entire structure of the universe and what makes everything move. I knew then that it was possible to have all I wanted without going back to the Vortex. The next morning, I called Sage to come over. "Okay, how do I make this work? Teach me." She smiled, and my real lessons began. I won't bore you with all the sciencey details, but over the next several weeks, Sage taught me everything I needed to know on how to manifest at will, on how to create from a place of abundance, peace, and joy. Over the next 2 months, I began manifesting things that made my early Vortex experience look like child's play in comparison. Instead of celebrating a promotion at my job, I began earning over $100,000 a year for the first time. I even had an amazing 5-figure month that was more than some of my friends were making in a year. My added belly weight dropped almost effortlessly, and as the weeks went by, I continued to get trimmer while just living my life. My girlfriend started asking me, "What is your secret? Are you on a special diet?" And before I knew it, all my loneliness was gone too. First, Sage taught me how to feel blissfully complete at all times. Remember, you never have to feel alone with all this divine love energy everywhere. After that, I applied the second part of Sage's plan for my relationships, and my social life and love life started picking up amazingly. I quickly found a tight-knit group of new close friends out of nowhere, and finally found my soulmate. The sweetest, kindest, most handsome man I've ever met. My own Prince Harry. Harry is actually his name. I never imagined I'd be so lucky in love and in life, and that it would be so easy once I knew how to apply the powers of the Vortex into my own life from home or anywhere in the world. Right now, I want to give you a chance to have the same thing. After all the blissful financial, spiritual, relationship, and health abundance I experienced, I had a focused conversation with Sage, and I told her I wanted to take her teachings to the rest of the world. I didn't want anyone else to suffer in poverty and loneliness, and I didn't want anyone to learn how to manifest at the Oak Creek Vortex, but then become addicted to visiting it again and again. So I synthesized all her lessons into this special program. Introducing Pure Natural Manifestation. 3 easy steps to bringing you health, wealth, and happiness into your life. Say hello to your destiny, because pure natural manifestation is the easiest and most natural way to begin manifesting your desires at will. Whether it's shining, radiant health, a delightful, sexy, and dreamy love life, and more financial abundance than you could ever spend. Your first component for this is the Pure Natural Manifestation Guidebook. This book is everything I learned from Sage and how to use the power of the East Oak Vortex to create amazing abundance and life experiences that make life a beautiful waking dream. You'll learn Vortex Harmonizing. This is a combination of the spirituality of the vortex and the science of particle dynamics. By taking positive intention and combining it with your physical reality in just the right way, you'll be able to harmonize and raise the vibration of both yourself and the environment around you. It's like creating a little Sedona, Arizona right in your home. You get peaceful priming. None of my desires could come true until I learned how to feel good before I try to manifest. This is easier said than done, and you may have heard this before. But there was something about the vortex that made it impossible to feel scared or lonely or hurt. From that place of pure peace and abundance, all things are possible. And with peaceful priming, you can get that relaxed, abundant state of mind at will. You get the energy block clearing. This is where you open up all your karmic and energetic blocks to abundance and happiness. The vortex in Sedona, Arizona is so energetically powerful that nothing can stand in the way of this loving energy cyclone, including your blocks. But when I was home away from the vortex, Sage taught me how to manually clear my energy, chakras, and karma so I could finally allow the abundance that so desperately wanted to come in. You get the mental volume knob. This is a little like the peaceful priming, but it's something you can do while going about your day, every day, so you can turn down the pressures of life, banish stress and concern, let go of old grudges and current irritabilities. When you turn down the volume on your mind, so many great things can enter your world. You also get Cosmic Consciousness Upgrade. This is what Sage taught me on how to get lightning strikes of creativity, have sharper, more youthful memory and recall, and my favorite, the power to tap into divine intuition to guide your most important decisions. It's like having access to all the wisdom of the universe if all you do is follow the Pure Natural Manifestation Guidebook and allow yourself to tap into the secrets of the vortex. There are many more special secrets you will get in this program, and you'll be living a fairy tale life before you know it, especially because this program is so simple, quick, easy, and fun. Now, I want to add a second tool that will make it even easier for you to tap into the cosmic mind to bring in abundance: brainwave syncing soundscape. This is an audio session that practically meditates for you. Part of the power of the Sedona Vortex is that it helps your brainwave sync in just the right way to allow spirit into your life. This is just one of the many ways that science and spirituality meet in pure natural manifestation. I hired the greatest soundscape engineer I could find to create binaural brainwave syncing sounds that will quickly put your mind into peaceful, calm, and empowered states. Play for just 15 minutes and your brain gets tricked into thinking you've meditated for an hour. But this is more than just meditation. It brings you that inner calm, that lovely peace, where manifestation becomes just easy and fun. And that's when all the good luck starts pouring into your life, faster than you ever thought was possible. You're no longer lonely or frightened or stressed, so you don't even feel like you need the good things. But to make things even better, all the good manifestations become easy, like the cherry on top of an already beautiful, amazing life. Soon you'll be pinching yourself, asking, can it really be this good? Is this my real life? Yes, this is your real life. Just imagine effortlessly navigating all your challenges with perfect, crystal clear guidance from the universe. Imagine all your financial worries fading into distant memory as wave after wave of abundance magically flows into your bank account. Imagine radiating pure positivity and boundless energy as you draw your every desire into your life without force, struggle, or stress. What could be better than that? Now, I want to give this to you at a price you can afford. Honestly, I want to give it to you for free, but I can't. I talked to Sage about this, and she told me, if you make this free, no one will take it seriously enough. People are used to paying for things they value. I said, but I got it free. Sage laughed. I may have paid for your ticket, but you went through heartbreak after heartbreak learning how to do this, and spent 6 weeks with me learning every piece, all before spending months putting every detail into a special guidebook. That's hardly free. And she was right. I asked, then what should I charge? She said, well, honestly, you're giving someone the keys to a new life. Seminars that teach this stuff for days at half the quality cost in the thousands. We settled on $500 as a fair price. Then I negotiated it down to $250. Then finally, $97. That was the lowest she would agree to go. And since she is my mentor, I didn't want to disrespect her wishes. But I'm going to do something different just for you. I finagled a way to make it even lower for you. This program is still very new to the market, so I'm putting together a bunch of testimonials so I can get it to a larger group of people before raising the price to $250 and then maybe even $500. So, if you promise to send me your success story when it happens, I will gift this program to you for less than $50. Now, obviously, don't make anything up when you send me your success story. In fact, if you don't get more than you've ever dreamed from pure natural manifestation, then I don't even want your money. But if and when you start attracting financial abundance, the love of your life, and getting into the best shape your body has ever been in, then please send me an email to Bridget@purenaturalmanifestation.com with how Pure Natural Manifestation changed your life. Deal? But if you use Pure Natural Manifestation and you don't get what you want, then please email me at Bridget@purenaturalmanifestation.com and I'll issue you a full refund right away. In fact, I'm giving you a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. If Pure Natural Manifestation isn't absolutely everything you've ever dreamed, then just email me and I'll refund you every penny. No questions asked, and I'll thank you for trying it out. So all you have to do is click the button below this video now. Come join me. Everything you desire is waiting. The abundance, the health, the new close friends, the miracles, even the other half of your heart. It's all waiting for you. All you have to do is take the next step. Click the button below to allow in the divine grace, magic, and genius of the universe into your heart and into your life. You have nothing to lose since it's 100% money back guaranteed for 60 days. You're getting the Pure Natural Manifestation Guidebook valued at $500 and the Brainwave Syncing Soundscape valued at $100. That is $600 of value for just a small one-time investment that's not even 50 bucks. And if you order right now, I'm going to make it even better. Like I said, I really want you to write in your testimonial. So if you order right now, as in right now, I'm going to upgrade you to my Deluxe Express Edition for free. This is a special rare upgrade I created for those who want results super fast. First, you get a professionally narrated audio version of the Pure Natural Manifestation Guidebook. This is valued at $250. In fact, I should probably value this as higher since you don't even have to sit and read it. You can just listen to it in the car, at the gym, or anywhere, and just magically pick up the lessons without having to do anything. It'll be as if you have your own sage whispering in your ear, guiding you through every lesson, and holding your hand to make sure you get to your dream destination in what seems like no time at all. Along with that, I'm going to give you something more: Brainwave Syncing Soundscape Enhanced. This is a special upgrade to the Brainwave Syncing Soundscape in the standard program, so you get the 4-minute speed brainwave syncing session. With this advanced version, it just takes you 4 minutes to get the exact same effects as the standard 15-minute version. Now, are we splitting hairs? Maybe. 15 minutes is still pretty quick, but I can't tell you how many times in my life, even today, when I skip something that would have taken me 15 minutes that I would have definitely gotten done in 4 minutes if I could. So this can make all the difference in your life if it means you actually use your brainwave syncing soundscape daily. But you need to hurry. If you leave this page, you will likely get directed back to our standard offer for Pure Natural Manifestation. This is still amazing, but you would only be getting the Pure Natural Manifestation Guidebook and the Brain Syncing Soundscape. Instead, with this Deluxe Express Edition, you could be enjoying Pure Natural Manifestation Guidebook valued at $500, Brain Syncing Soundscape valued at $100, Pure Natural Manifestation Guidebook audios valued at $250, Brain Syncing Soundscape Enhanced valued at $150. That's over $1,000 of value for less than 50 bucks. You'll be kicking yourself forever if you wait on this decision when you have a fully guaranteed opportunity to get all of this right now. Remember that once you leave, all of this could be gone. You might not even be able to get to the standard deal for Pure Natural Manifestation any longer. It might be $97 or higher by the time you come back. So click the button below and watch as the miracles begin to flow into every area of your life, just like they did for me. I'm talking about financial miracles, more income, career breakthroughs, higher savings, relationship miracles, new best friends, meeting your soulmate, and healing your current relationships, not to mention amazing sex. Health miracles, boundless energy, a radiant glow, and health problems getting better or even vanishing. These miracles will happen as soon as you apply Sage's teachings from Pure Natural Manifestation, or I insist you to write to Bridget at purenaturalmanifestation.com for your no questions asked 100% money back guarantee. It really is that simple. You're going to love everything about Pure Natural Manifestation. Go ahead and click below to get started and start seeing results in just hours from now. Here are just a few more notes I've received from the many inspiring fans of Pure Natural Manifestation. I already can feel a shift inside me, and this is only the first week. I feel more gentle, patient, happy, light body, light mind, cleared chakras, and it will only increase. Yay! Love and light from Maja. Oh, and here's one that just warms my heart. I've been using your program for 3 days now. I just received a job offer that I wasn't even looking for. I finally got answers about a medical problem I've been dealing with for about 3 months now, and I'm thinking less and less about a recent breakup. I can't wait to see what other opportunities are ahead. Sam. And this one from Lauren M. Last night and even this morning, I have more orders coming into my store after a dry spell, so I am already pleased with the results. Thank you so much. Alla wrote, I'm really surprised by how easily my relationships seem to be transforming. Nothing else has worked this well and this easily. This is just a small taste of what I hear from people all over the world. People just like you who write to me, sometimes daily. I literally have hundreds of these messages saved to my inbox. They're from real men and women from all walks who owe their new lives to pure natural manifestation and the secrets of the Sedona Vortex. It works for them, it works for me, and I know it will work for you too. Click the button below and I'll see you in the members area. All you want is waiting for you. The loving, divine energy that swirls through the vortex is also inside of you. Its heart is beating. Its soul is vibrating. It's buzzing through every atom of your being. All around you, this loving energy source is waiting to help you and guide you along your path. And sure, you can ignore this energy and just keep taking your life as it is, taking the same worn-out path day by day, more lack and scarcity, drama and disappointment. It's fun sometimes, but always leads to sadness and pain. I know because I lived there myself. I was doing that for most of my life, and I am never going back. And neither should you. Life is too short to give in to the negativity. But here's the good news. Now, maybe for the first time in your life, you have the chance to harness this beautiful and empowering source energy and enjoy a light, blissful adventure having all you ever wanted. Life becomes easy if you like, or it can be a daring adventure full of surprises and oh so magical. It's all up to you. Just click the button below to get started. And just moments from now, you could begin your real life in a brand new journey of light, love, and passion. No more heartache and exhaustion. What are you waiting for? Don't you want love, abundance, happiness, and oh so many miracles? This is real, and now you get to experience it for yourself. All you have to do is click the button below and get instant access to pure natural manifestation. It's all 100% money back guaranteed for a full 60 days. So there's absolutely no reason not to try it out. Worst case scenario, you learn a few things and get your money back. If there's even a 1% chance this works, it would be insane not to try it. Click below. I'll be waiting in the members area. Now, I'm gonna let you go, but for one last moment, I want you to check in with the one voice that never lies to you. Close your eyes and check in with your heart. Yes, put your hand on your heart. And what does it tell you? Do you hear that whisper? Does it tell you to move forward or to run away? If it is telling you to run away, then please do so. This program is not for everyone. I know that divine beingness has a purpose for every soul, and if this is not your path, please take your lovely soul to where you feel nurtured. But if your heart does tell you to go ahead, if it says, yes, you deserve this, your time is now, then trust your heart. Click the button below. Come with me. Get the big hug from the future you've always wanted. Still here? Okay, let me see if I can help. You have two options today. Option 1. You can ignore what I've said today. You can pretend the story of the Vortex in Sedona, Arizona is all woo-woo silliness, and you can go about your life as you have been doing. You can work harder, wish harder, hoping for some change. You can go buy a book at Barnes & Noble on manifesting and hope this one works. And if your heart told you to do just that, then please do it. But I have a feeling if you're still here, then your heart told you to stay. I don't think your heart told you to stay just so you could listen to me for 5 more minutes. I think your heart wants more abundance, more love, more peace, more everything. And I want the same for you too. Click the button below to get started. That is option 2, taking the first step of the rest of your beautiful life. Take 60 days, money back guaranteed, to explore pure natural manifestation and see what unfolds for your life and for your soul. Okay, I know you probably have some questions, so let me see if I can cover some of them here. Question: I've tried other manifestation programs before, and they didn't work. Why will this be any different? Answer: most other manifestation materials assume that you or your mind are the issue, but this may not be the case at all. Think about this. You can train yourself to be the strongest swimmer out there, but what happens if the tides are against you? you wouldn't be able to get very far, right? That's the same with manifestation. You may have read other books on manifestation and the law of attraction. But if your external environment or the cosmic energy is going against you, how can you ever be able to properly manifest your desires? So, instead of trying to force the universe, vortex harmonizing helps you to simply harmonize and tap into the cosmic pulse, letting the tides go with your flow. And when that happens, watch out! Everything just effortlessly falls into place, purely, naturally, and in abundance. Question: does vortex harmonizing really work? Answer: absolutely. There are tons of ancient text on the principles used in vortex harmonizing. Once you've mastered vortex harmonizing, you will start noticing that a lot of successful people around the world have been using many of the principles mentioned in vortex harmonizing, whether consciously or subconsciously. Some of the principles are also mentioned in architectural theory or environmental psychology. Question: is this all backed by science? Answer: absolutely. And more specifically, this is backed by the science of particle dynamics, where scientists study how the smallest particles in the universe interact with each other and with us. Question: what if I decide it's just not right for me? Answer: the first step would be to contact us so we can help you determine if you're using the program correctly. My team and I are on standby to answer any questions that you may have. But again, you literally take no risk at all with my pure natural manifestation. You have a full 60-day money-back guarantee. If at any point during that 60-day period you decide it's not for you, you can return it for a full refund. Every penny, no hassle, not a single question. Your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. Question: what will happen to all the other manifestation material I've learned? Answer: most manifestation programs focus only on fixing you. They completely ignore the impact or resistance caused by your external circumstances. But once you learn and apply vortex harmonizing to your life, you will be able to activate and multiply your results with all the manifestation materials that you've learned, and more. Question: how soon should I expect results? Answer: every person is different, and we are all in different environments. So while some experience powerful results immediately, others take some time. We ask that you trust and apply what you've read in the guide, and let the cosmic pulse guide your desires towards you. Keep this in mind. The results become cumulative. The more you practice vortex harmonizing, the more dramatic your results will be. Question: will vortex harmonizing help me get better results from the law of attraction? Answer: absolutely. The law of attraction is like teaching you how to swim, while vortex harmonizing lets you flow with the tide. Once you have the tides with you, you simply relax and let it bring you to wherever you desire. Question: are there any harmful side effects with pure natural manifestation? Answer: none. All that I ask for is that you only use what you've learned to do good and never to cause any harm to anybody. As long as you continue to use vortex harmonizing and the cosmic pulse with pure intentions, you can be assured of only good things happening. Question: is my personal information safe? Answer: yes. Our website and our payment processor, ClickBank, uses 256-bit encryption technologies using Secure Sockets Layer, SSL, to encrypt sensitive data. Your personal information could not be safer.